Hey, what is up you guys? Your Pixels here and welcome to another speed build video on the channel. So today we are working on a wedding venue in Mount Komorebi, which is the Snowy Escape world. And I love how this build turned out because for a really long time, I've been wanting to build something inspired by Japanese architecture, but I've been very afraid to do it because I guess I don't have a lot of confidence in myself. So I've been terrified to try to build something inspired by Japanese architecture. And yeah, like I've been wanting to do it for months, literally ever since I started my Snowy Escape Let's Play, and we're in part like 12. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I've been wanting to build something in Mount Komorebi for a really long time, but I've never built in, the style of like Japanese builds. I've never built something inspired by Japanese architecture. So I've just been very scared to try because I mostly build very American looking homes. So I don't know. I've been scared to try. Like, if you go back on my channel, most of my Mount Komorebi related speed builds have been renovations. None of them have been fully original builds. They've just been renovations because I've been terrified to try to build my own thing. But in my Snowy Escape Let's Play, my two main characters are engaged and they're going to get married. So I kind of felt forced. I kind of felt forced to build a wedding venue, and I really wanted the wedding venue to be inspired by Japanese architecture, and I just wanted it to feel at home here in Mount Komorebi. So I built this, and I love it. I really love it. I googled Japanese architecture, and I noticed that when I googled that, these like towers would show up with very unique looking roofs at like certain parts of the build, like on each floor. And I've seen this style many different times, in video games, movies, photographs, whatever. And I guess I've always really like how these buildings look. So I decided to build one, and I think I did a pretty good job, even though it's kind of thin, like it's kind of small. So I didn't really know what to do on the inside. The inside is yeah, the inside is kind of barren. Each floor is pretty small, so each floor has like a designated thing. Like the second floor is a dance room, the first floor is where you get your drinks, and the third floor is where the bathroom is. The actual wedding part of this lot is actually outside in the garden, because I did Google Japanese garden. No, sorry. I Googled Japanese wedding venue, and a lot of the images that popped up were garden weddings. So I don't know if a lot of Japanese people just like having garden weddings or if that's a cultural thing. I don't know. But when I looked up Japanese wedding, a lot of them were just in gardens. And since a lot of the Japanese wedding pictures that popped up for me were in gardens, I was actually considering building a giant, big, beautiful park and just having one corner of it designated for weddings. I was considering doing that, but I didn't want to build a park. I actually wanted to build a build. I wanted to build a building. I wanted to do something. So I scrapped that idea, and I guess this build is a mix of both. Because the wedding arch is actually outside in the garden. It's not inside the build because, like I mentioned, this building is very thin and I just didn't have a good spot to put the wedding arch with like chairs and everything. So I just put that outside. So I guess this build is like a mix of those two ideas coming together. The garden weddings and an actual build that I've been wanting to build for a few months. Oh, and by the way, this is completely off topic, but I feel like I need to rant a little bit, I feel like I need to rant a little bit, and right now everyone in my house is asleep because it's 8:01 in the morning. So everyone is still asleep. Nobody's going to be up for a couple of hours. And I have no one to talk to. So I'm just going to rant here. I am sweating bullets right now. I am sweating so much. I am sweating so freaking much because it's so hot in my room. It is extremely hot in my room. And the crazy thing is, I know what you're thinking. Open a window. Turn on your AC. I can't do that. I literally can't do that or I'm gonna die. Well, maybe not die, but I'll get sick. It's unhealthy for me to open a window right now because I live in upstate New York. I live in upstate New York right below Canada, right under Canada. And if you've seen the news, you would know that right now Canada is on fire. They're having a lot of forest fires up there. And all of that smoke is hitting my city. It is hitting my city, and the sky literally looks orange right now. It is scary looking, and if you step outside, all you smell is like smoke and like fire smell, you know, like something's burning, and it's very like smoky outside. Everything's yellow. It smells like smoke, and my city sent out an advisory saying that if you don't have to go outside, do not go outside, do not breathe in the air, stay indoors, close your windows. So I can't open my window. And I can't turn on my AC because my AC is a window unit. So I can't turn that on because it would just bring all of that nasty outside air into my room. So I just have to sit here and boil. But I do want to say that I seriously hope that, you know, the people in Canada stay safe. And I've seen images and videos and it looks freaking terrifying. And, you know, there are a lot of brave firefighters up there who are working tirelessly to try to control these fires. It looks terrifying. And I can't even imagine what it feels to be near those flames and near those forest fires. And I seriously hope, you know, people get out okay. It looks terrifying. You know, in my city, all we're getting is the smoke, and it looks terrifying because the sky is literally orange, and there are moments where the smoke is so bad you can't even see the sun. So it's freaking terrifying, and it smells horrible outside. So I can't even imagine how it would feel to be right there in Canada. So I hope everybody is okay. I'm seriously hoping that everyone up there is okay, because I can't even imagine how terrifying that must be. And the crazy thing is, yesterday I watched a TikTok video talking about how usually forest fires in Canada happen later in the year when it gets a little bit warmer outside, and how it's completely unprecedented for Canada to have such a massive fire this early in the year. And that's honestly insane and scary. I remember watching a documentary on Netflix about a forest fire that happened in California. I think the documentary is called Fire in Paradise or something like that. And that documentary was honestly terrifying to see. The video, the people trying to, you know, flee, and the roads being blocked by fallen trees, and it was terrifying. And like I mentioned, I seriously hope the people in Canada are okay. A lot of the videos I've seen, it just seems like it's contained to the wilderness, but I hope that doesn't get closer to where people live, because that is honestly terrifying and scary. I'm literally looking out my window right now and everything's orange. The sky is orange and like smoky or foggy or whatever. Everything looks kind of like, you know, the stereotypical Mexico filter that they put on everything on TV. It looks like that. It's very orange outside. It literally looks like a filter. It's scary. It's scary. Anyways, let's talk about the build for a little bit, because I feel like I haven't really talked about the build. Yeah, as you can see, this build, like the inside of this building is fairly tight, so I wasn't really able to add much to it. Like, the first floor is basically just for drinks and seating. The second floor is more of a hangout spot and a dance floor. And the third floor is a bathroom slash seating area and the fourth floor is just completely empty because I had no idea what to put up there. For a while, I was considering making the fourth floor a kitchen. You know, I was going to add a bunch of tables, maybe a stove, fridge, all of that stuff, but I wondered if that would look out of place, so I just left it empty. So I guess if you download this off the gallery, you have some space to make your own? I don't know. I didn't know what to put up there. Like I said, I was considering making it a kitchen or maybe a little bit of a dining area or something, but I just left it empty. And you know what? It's completely fine that the fourth floor is empty. This build has everything you need for a wedding. It has the wedding arch, it has a dance floor, it has a bar, it has some extra activities that you could do like painting. And I'm not sure if I added a chess table? Did I add a chess table to this build? I think I did. Oh no, I can't remember. I built this like 4 weeks ago. I built this like 4 weeks ago and I don't exactly remember if I added a chess table. I feel like I did, but I could be wrong. Huh. Did I add? I know for a fact that I added an easel, but I'm not sure if I added a chess table. No, I don't think I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't think I added a chess table, and I'm kind of devastated. I did add a telescope, as you saw there. I did add a telescope, but I don't think I added a chess table. Anyways, you know what? It has some extra activities. There's a TV in here, so you could watch TV, listen to music, dance, stargaze with like the telescope, you know, use the telescope, look at far, far away planets, and, you know, paint. So there's a lot of stuff here that you can do. Oh, by the way, speaking of telescope, I know that we got that telescope item a few months ago with a free update, and that's cool and all, you know, finally having a regular sized telescope and not having to use that giant object. When are we going to get a regular size cupcake machine? Because the cupcake machine in this game is freaking huge, and I've never used it because it's so freaking huge. I'm not sure when we're getting that, but I seriously hope it's soon, because I think it would be so cute to build a cupcake shop. I think that would be such a cute thing to build. Actually, I think I could still build one. I would just have to place that cupcake machine somewhere out of sight. Maybe in the basement. I don't know. I guess you guys are gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Maybe I'll build a cute cupcake shop soon. I don't know. I'm just popping off ideas. But anyways, here we are at the screenshots. I honestly hope you guys like this build because I had a lot of fun working on it. And, you know, this is me branching out and trying new things. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.